Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back today with another episode of my Northwestern Dynasty in NCAA Football 14. This is season number 2, week number 2, and as I told you guys in the last episode, as you can see right now, we have a huge test in front of us, taking on number 1 Notre Dame at Notre Dame. And we're ranked 8th in the country, coming off our first win of the season against Cal last week. It was a game that should have been a blowout. We jumped out to a 21-0 lead and then kind of allowed Cal to get back into it. We did score 38 points and win by 10. You can do the math on the rest of the score there, 38-28. Trayvon Green coming off a 4-touchdown game, and he's going to get his 5th touchdown of the season already as he goes across the goal line there. And we start this game out with a 7-0 lead. And again, Notre Dame got themselves to number 1 by beating number 6 Virginia Tech last week. So Notre Dame opened up in the polls at number 3, beat Virginia Tech, and propelled themselves to number 1, jumped over Ohio State and one other team. I can't remember who else. But they scored 31 points last week. So obviously this is a very small sample size, but they are 22nd in the nation with 31 points per game, and they racked up 359 yards. As you see, we get an interception there. I put that defender in a purple zone to cover the flats, and he perfectly played the ball and gets the pick 6 there. 14-0 Northwestern. They're going to come back down the field and get to the 40-yard line. But as I was saying, they scored 31 points last week, and they got 359 yards total offense, and that puts them at 21st in the nation in that statistical category. They only allowed 21 points last week. They are ranked 20th in the nation in that stat. As you see, they're going to score a touchdown here. Davaris Daniels, who is going to have a huge game against us. That's his first touchdown of the game, and they cut the 14-0 lead in half, 14-7, as we're about 5 minutes and 57 seconds away from halftime. We get the ball back, and we're going to try to score again. So we scored, as I said, 38 points last week in that win. That puts us at 10th in the nation. 426 total yards puts us at 15th in the nation. And then we ran the ball very well, 197 yards on the ground. That ranks us 20th overall in the nation in those offensive categories. Defense wasn't too bad either, only allowed 302 total yards. That puts us at 16th in the nation. Look at Trayvon Green with the juke there. He's going to get us to the 25-yard line. A play-action pass over here to Christian Jones gets us on the 1-yard line. And who else? Trayvon Green scores his 2nd touchdown of the game, 6th of the season. He's just starting off very, very well in this second season here. So we only allowed, I said, 302 yards total last game. We only allowed 22 rushing yards. That is ranked number 1 in the nation. So the Russ defense is there again. It was pretty good last year. Again, I think it's because everything else is simulated, and I do play the games, and my opponents don't. Well, not my opponents, but the computer doesn't seem to rush on me too often. But you know what? I'll take it. So those are your rankings. Again, we beat Cal last week. They beat Virginia Tech. This week, though, there weren't too many upsets. Michigan did upset number 9. I don't know why I said upstate. I meant upset. And Davaris Daniels scores another touchdown. I told you guys he has a huge game. 21-14 in the third quarter. 4 minutes left. Trevor Simeon's going to take a sack. But again, Michigan upset number 9 Utah this week, 27-13. So Utah will be knocked out of the top 10. And then BYU upsets number 21 Central Florida in overtime, 24-17. So they could possibly be knocked out of the top 25. Other than everybody else kind of held their own, and there probably won't be too much shakeup in the rankings except for this game here, as Trevor Simeon finds Tony Jones there to get the first down, scrambling to the left, throwing right. Trayvon Green is going to get a nice 9-yard gain, and then we're going to do a little fake run here, hit off, I believe, Christian Jones again, getting inside the 10-yard line, and then Trevor Simeon pulls a Kane Coulter there, keeps it on the option, and gets across the goal line. 28-14, a 2-possession game as we approach the fourth quarter. 49 seconds left in the third. And just trying to play some defense here now as we're going to hold them to a third down and have them attempt it again. This time they're going to come up short and be forced to punt. So we got the ball. It's the fourth quarter, a 2-touchdown lead. All we really have to do now here is burn some clock. Again, I don't know if I already mentioned it in this episode, but we do have Syracuse coming up next week. That's a home game. We played them last season in the Dome and ended up winning that game, so that's one of our lesser opponents. But I did schedule them because I'm from Syracuse, and it's just fun to play them in my simulated seasons here. But then after that, a huge game against Alabama, who I'm not sure at this point what they're ranked, but top 5 team coming into the season. I know they haven't left or lost yet. So that's going to be another huge game. Again, if you saw the off-season episodes, you saw that we had a completely out-of-control schedule, a lot of tough teams to be playing against. And look at this here. They're going to score kind of on a desperation touchdown. I don't know. Actually, no, they're not going to score, but they're going to get up to about the 10-yard line, and now they're going to score. And who else? Davaris Daniels. So he's trying to give Trayvon Green a run for his money as far as the touchdown count goes here in week number 2 of the season. So now we're only up 7 points, but under 2 minutes left. We're just going to try to burn some clock, pass the ball there because it looks like they were blitzing, and then we're going to run an option, but Trayvon is going to keep it. Third down, a huge down here, but we're going to get up to field goal range, take a field goal attempt, and he missed it. This game's not over, folks. But only 25 seconds left. They're going to try to get down the field quickly here and score. My kicker's awful. He's a freshman. His statistical ranking is terrible, so it's going to be tough kicking field goals, and you guys will see that in some future episodes. It's just tough. There's not really a good field goal range for us. Luckily, the defense holds on, and we get the 7-point win, upsetting number 1 Notre Dame on their home field. And look at that, Trayvon Green with another huge game. Only 84 yards, but 2 touchdowns and had some good yards receiving as well. Big win. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you click that thumbs up if you did. I really would appreciate it. Again, it's Popular Stranger, and I'm out until the next episode coming next week. Peace.